building. This is Del K. Brereton, and this is the shaky, soon to be stable, real spiel. How are you this morning? It's a Tuesday morning, and yes, Sankova, wearing the African Holocaust. This here is a slave ship, and it's showing you how they packed a slave ship. This is a tight pack. They used to pack slave ships two ways: tight pack, loose pack. Talks about on the back of the shirt the African Holocaust, of how 100 million Africans lost their lives in the Middle Passage. Yes, this is the real spiel. Shiloh Institute, stand up. Dr. David Israel, the scholar of Hebrew, my Hebrew mentor. God bless you, and all of Jerusalem, all of Israel, to those folks in Tel Aviv, to those in Trinidad, to the United States of America, Canada, the T-Dot. This is Del K. Brereton, baby. We're here to have a conversation about Sean Puffy Combs. Mr. Combs, P. Diddy, the diddler, was indicted yesterday in Manhattan and arrested. He was held up in a New York hotel. He had actually moved. He agreed to move to deal with the charges. And the charges have not been released yet. But Puffy's been arrested. Puffy's been arrested. Things associated, we believe, we were led to believe, in some sexual lawsuit scenarios. Before I get into Puffy, Rich Lowry. Say his name, Rich Lowry. Rich Lowry, in his 42 seconds of the National Review, I'll post a link here later, decided to refer to Haitian migrants with the N-word. What he said was, he was about to say immigrants, but he stopped himself and said migrants. It's Haitian migrants. Rich Lowry. I'll post a link. Anyway, the world is going crazy. But sometimes, some people you can't defend. And I ain't here to defend Sean Puffy Combs. I'm not here to defend him at all. My perspective always was with R. Kelly, just to continue to be all over the place in this spiel, was that if my child was in that man's house, you wouldn't have to call the police. You would not have had to call the police if my underage daughter is living in R. Kelly's closet. And Mr. Combs, all of this popped out over Cassie's revelations, which he settled the next day. But it seems that it was too late. The match had been lit, the fire had been started, and now it's a forest fire. And Puffy is not just dealing with people's little girl, clearly. Puffy is, I guess, a known sodomite. And, oh wow, this is not going to be good for me. It's bad traffic up here. He's a known sodomite. He is a very aggressive sodomite. We've seen multiple scenarios where Puffy is trying, and multiple eyewitness statements where Puffy is coming for you. Cat Williams and other individuals too have demonstrated that Puffy is a sodomite, and he will come for you in that particular way. That's been, I guess, the down low secret of Puffy for years, and it makes a lot of other things make sense. Things like Mace not wanting to rap anymore, and all these kind of things. And running to Jesus, because who knows what Puffy was doing to little Mace, this poor little Bamsi, poor little Mace. Who knows what was going on with him? But Puffy now is on the hot seat, and I'm not sorry for it. Good morning to everybody here. Shalom to everybody here. Digging the shirt, thank you. Is that part of the merch? It is not part of the merch. I've been trying to reduplicate this shirt for years, and I have not been successful because I want it to stay tie-dye, because I don't want it to hide. I don't want it to blend in. I want it to slap you in the face, to box you in your face. That's what I want this shirt to do, box you in the face, force you to read it. And but I will try Zenobia. I will try to make it part of the merch, because I'm investigating a couple of t-shirt places right now. And my last t-shirt lady, I made her so big she don't want to do t-shirts no more. I'm like, girl, come on. She's like, I've got so much to do, Dell. I'm like, girl, you got so much to do because I put you on. Make my doggone shirts. Please keep. What you said? I want to see what you said here. Please keep blaming Cassie like she didn't even leak. Yeah, she leaked all that. But good for her. And you know what though? Cassie's situation to me, it's her parents. Cassie's parents signed her life over to P. Diddy at what was she, 18 years old? And Puffy took that girl on a roller coaster ride of sodomy and debauchery. And you know, this guy doesn't deserve any. I don't think he deserves any mercy. Personally, I don't. But this is what I want to say in respect to this, because it's, you know, I can kick Puffy in the head all day for the next half an hour. That's not going to be an interesting show. But I want to talk about that when you know that these things are happening, and you know your life, you know your life, and you know these things are coming down the pike. Why are you sitting there as a person of means, a person of means? Puffy's got, you know, what we would consider to be a considerable amount of money, more than most of us. Why wouldn't you start outsourcing? What countries have no treaty of extradition with the United States of America? And go get yourself a passport there and sit your behind in that place. And listen, we're gonna have. I'm here. I'm living in Boko Boko, wherever the heck that place is. And my lawyers are in America, and I have very strong internet. And I will be at every arraignment. I'll be right here though. I'm under arrest. I'll put my house arrest in my villa in Boko Boko, wherever the heck it is. Okay, because Puffy knows what's up. This is it. This is his final hurrah. He's going to end out in a litany of court cases all over America. I mean, I don't even know if R. Kelly, I know he's in jail, but I don't know if he's finished with all of the trials. Like, they're not letting R. Kelly out for next foreseeable future. You'll be a very, 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 very old man. You know? And these guys don't deserve to get out. They don't deserve to get out. And again, I mean, we can cry all kinds of stuff for people. There's a multitude of diddlers still out there doing their thing in all levels of government. One's running for president. There's guys out there doing all kind of nasty stuff. They're all doing their thing. But when they're ready to come for you, and they don't even have evidence, they get a grand jury to pull your backside in. I don't know if you understand how a grand jury actually works, but if there's evidence, they charge you. They don't need a grand jury to do that. And a grand jury, there's no jury. Like, it's basically you go before a judge and you present some, I guess, circumstantial information enough to convince a judge to sign some documents. It's effectively like going before a justice of the peace and saying, hey, my cousin Lenroy, you know, he pushed me the other day and I fell down and I hurt my back, and I think Lenroy should go to court, and I think he should be charged. And you can't do that with the police because they know you're an old scoundrel, and they know you and Lenroy are always out there in the back of the liquor store fighting, so they don't have no time for you. So you want to go to a justice of the peace, sit down, clean yourself up, and you want to explain how Lenroy boxed you down one time, and you get a piece of paper, a criminal summons or whatever, and you have force feed that to the police, and the police have to go charge all Lenroy. And this is kind of like what a grand jury is. It's kind of a witch hunt for people who really, really, really want to get you. They really want to get you. Because the police don't need no grand jury to charge you. They don't. I don't know why they're bothering with this. It demonstrates how badly they want Puffy. That's all. It demonstrates that. Puffy pays taxes. You can't catch him with that. Okay, he's not Wesley Snipes. All right? Puffy's doing all his business stuff correctly. And Puffy's having fantastic parties implicating judges and all kind of thing. Puffy's smart. He insulates himself to say, hey, if I go down, you go down too. Blow a whistle. Don't blow a whistle on me, you know. You blowing a whistle. I have 5 whistles in my hand. I have videos. I have all kind of thing. They teeth out to Puffy's videos. That's the first thing they did. They went and they got the videos. What were they trying to find? They were trying to get all those party videos where Puffy had all them judges backing the thing up for the little boy toys. Had all the senators and all these individuals, pastors, bishops, all these little nasty folks doing whatever. And Puffy said, hey, I'm insulated. Once they take all of that from Puffy, then they can hold him in a grand jury trial. They said, hey, make sure he doesn't have the videos. Are you sure he doesn't have the videos? We got the videos. There's no copy. There's no copies. Good. That's why Puffy thought he was safe. He thought it was safe because how can you charge me with a crime, district attorney, when you were in my parties with 7 little boys on your lap? But I don't understand, again, how Puffy just sit down in Manhattan, staying in a Manhattan hotel, waiting for the grand jury to indict you. That's phenomenal to me. I'm sorry, I'm not hanging around for that. I am not hanging around for that. I am not hanging around for that at all. Not me, because I don't trust the criminal justice system of America. And I don't understand how these guys get. That's why I said to you guys yesterday, if you listened to the spiel yesterday, that's why billionaires in America, black billionaires in America, don't say nothing. Because they know the deal. They know the deal. They don't say a bloody word. They know that money doesn't insulate them from anything. They know the second that those slave catchers want to catch them, they're catching them. Nobody's hands are clean. So those guys sit back and they sit on their hand. They say, hey, I'm going to take my $1 billion and shut up. I'm shut my mouth. I don't want no power in this country. I just want to spend out my money and relax. Yep. That's how it works. So Mr. Puffy is going to be paraded like a fresh slave all over the states, I'm sure, and they're going to definitely make sure it's black people that are indicting him, just to make sure they cross that race card off the table, right? And this is not race related too, so I'm not conflating this with any racial issue. Just so we're clear, Puffy is a predator of enormous proportions, and he deserves exactly what's coming down the pike for him. Exactly. And I hear R. Kelly's in jail making songs and whatnot, so maybe him and Puffy get together and do a prison album. I don't know. But I am not upset that Puffy is dealing with things like he's dealing with. There's a lot of innocent black men having to go through the criminal justice systems in North America, dealing with fake allegations, dealing with all kinds of nonsense, and Puffy is not one of them. The statement that they released says that he is an imperfect man. Actually, I think it said, let me see if I can remember the beginning of it. It says that he has been a philanthropist, a mogul, building the black community in America, and he's an imperfect man, but he's not a criminal. I want to know how Puffy is building the black community in America. One back shot at a time? Hey, what are you building? What are you building? Gluteus maximus fortitude? I don't know what you're building, my brother. I have no idea what you're building. If you're building the black community, my friend, I have to join the next one, because I don't want you building anything around me. Hey, no sir. But I just cannot understand why anyone in this current time. So I say that these current day Negroes don't have no sense, right? When they're coming for Angela Davis, she take her backside to Cuba and she said, hey, not me and that. You're not putting me in Guantanamo Bay. I'm going to see Fidel. I'm going to live out my life chilling out in the sun of the Caribbean, learning to speak Spanish. Absolutely. And drinking dark rum. Not me and all you. My girl said, I'm out. Send me to Cuba. You know, Mos Def had it right too for a second. Mos Def started to look and see that the American IRS was taking a lot of his check. You know, Mos Def to me is one of the most talented brothers in the last 20 to 30 years of hip hop. And he gave up his American citizenship, if I understand the story correctly. And his belief was that I give up my American citizenship, I no longer have to pay tax to the IRS. And he went to live in South Africa, first world. South Africa's a beautiful place. Beautiful place. And then Mos Def was trying to come back to America to do a concert. And they said, oh yeah? No visa for your backside. No visa. You can't come back here. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm South African. I have a South African passport. I can come to America. No visa for you. We know you're coming here to work. And they put him through one heck of a rigmarole. I think he finally got himself back. I think he had to reclaim his American citizenship. All kind of thing. But he had a good idea. What are you holding on to that for? That ain't doing you nothing. That's not doing nothing for you except costing you money. You can hold land in America, especially if you're an entertainer. I got a friend of mine. She's a personal trainer, and she's like, "Why am I sitting here paying expensive rent in North America when I can go live in the Caribbean? I can personal train online, which is what she has. I can make all this money doing personal training, and I could be paying cheap rent, living in the sun, walking up on the beach, having a guana on my shoulder, all kind of thing." And Mos Def said, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to South Africa, first world. People have underestimated the beauty of South Africa. That is one African country that is first world, my friends. You feel like you're in anywhere else that's a G8 nation. Fantastic place to live. But America said, no visa. You want to come here and do a show? Nope. So I don't understand why most people in America, American men of means, I'm talking about American men of means, people who have it. If you have it and you have to stay fixated to a particular geography, you don't have it. It has you. It has you. I was talking to a recruiter yesterday, and I have a diverse skill set. I understand that. I have a diverse background, and so I have a. Wow, this traffic is not easy, boy. We have the worst gridlock in North America. Yes, even worse than LA. Google it, it's true. But I'm not used to this, though. I just jump on the highway and jump off. But anyway. So I was speaking to this recruiter, and my skill set, I have a background in finance. I went to university for that, and in my undergrad, my background is finance. My postgrad is education, whether it be religious education, ancient history education. My postgrad is education. So I have a mixed bag. And of course, because I'm a giant African who used to be a police officer, I have a security portfolio. I can be a security director corporately and otherwise. So, and I've done all three. So now I decided that what would be the best thing to do for my latter years is to move away from the security side of it, because that's presence-based. That means I have to be a physical presence anywhere that I work. I want to move away from the secular educational side, because there's no money there. And again, it's presence-based. Third, which is the recruiter I'm speaking to, I said I really want to reinvigorate my skill sets in the financial sector. She told me, go get your LinkedIn back up, etc., etc. But I said, but I need to work remotely. I want to be remote. She's like, She says, Dale, that's a hard one. Most of the remote positions are hybrid. I was like, I don't want to be in nobody's office because, ladies and gentlemen, the greatest wealth in the world, the greatest currency in the world is time. It is time. And I do not want to have my time occupied in nobody's shelter, in nobody's desk, in nobody's cubicle, in nobody's office, as lavish as it could be. I want to be doing my work on the beach, wearing short shorts, hoochie daddy shorts, with the screen just showing my face. But I have a Mai Tai right here, and I'm basking in the heat of some hot place. I can do that job easy. You're watching me right now. I'm driving to work. I'm video talking, all to the top of my head. I'm not reading no notes. I'm brilliant sometimes. Sometimes I'm a fool, but some things I'm trained to do. I can do it well. I don't need to be in a formal environment. And I don't understand how these guys who have much more money than me feel so tied. I mean, Puffy's making royalty money. He's making royalty money. He could be doing that on the moon. Let me see what y'all say. Brick still gating. Only bot here is your mom. Oh, okay. Wow. You're getting mean out here. Let me see. Let me see. Y'all are doing some wild stuff out here. Y'all need to just block people. Preoccupied. Wow, these people, you guys are going wild out here. You guys are going wild out here. What's going on out here? Let me see here. I need to make certain people moderators. Puffy was definitely an agent. Oh, okay. Let me see here. Anyway, we got some wild folk saying wild stuff out here. Anyway, gotta make some people some moderators. Rome, are you a moderator? Yeah, I gotta make some folk moderators though. I don't know the conversation. Y'all having a whole different conversation on the live right now. Whole different conversation on the live. Talking about people's mamas and all kinds of stuff. I know what y'all talking about. I know what I'm talking about. Okay? I'm talking about this Puffy Combs. You just had a troll. Yeah, there's a troll. I saw him in the chat. I saw the brother acting up in the chat. It's all right. Everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome. He adds to the views. Right? All the trolls, you're still making money. You're making the channel money. You add to the viewership. You're helping the algorithm, bro. I gotta make some people moderators. I don't understand it. If I'm in that position, I'm not sitting down in a hotel in Manhattan. I have attorneys to do that, and I'm not complying. I'm just sorry, I'm not complying. I don't know why I'm unapologetic about that. I'm not complying with the criminal justice system when it comes to my incarceration. I'm not complying with you. Nope. I'm not complying. Sorry. If and I'll be playing. You got a warrant for my arrest? You got some kind of rinky-dink warrant for my arrest? Come get me. Come find me. I'm gonna be doing I'm gonna be going to work. I'm gonna be going to church. I'm gonna be going to the gym. But I will not be driving into that police station talking about arrest me. No. I'm gonna send a lawyer for that. I'm gonna send a lawyer. I'm like, hey, listen, go deal with that. Tell them I'm not coming though. I ain't coming. Period. Unless it's charge and release, I'm not coming. Because I know I ain't doing anything worthy of getting charged about. If I run somebody over, I'm pulling over. I ain't taking off. I ain't doing anything. If I knock somebody out, I'm not running. He deserved it. He absolutely deserved it. And I will wait for the police because I had to knock this brother out. He was acting up, officer. He was acting up. I had to knock him out. I'm waiting. I'm not running. But if you come with some kind of cockamamie nonsense, telling me that you're about to lock me up for any considerable period of time, well, you're gonna have to come find me, baby. I don't trust the criminal justice system in North America. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It does not work. And I remember being in Africa and getting pulled over by Africa. The criminal justice system works. I like how it works over there. You got pulled over. Uber drivers pulled over by police because he was going a little bit fast or whatever. And he sees me in a car, and he says, "You just the guy, you're driving too slow." I said, "Good morning, officer." I said, "Are you thirsty?" He says, "I want to make sure you're out here. You know, I want to make sure you have some water and you're able to take care of yourself." I get out, man. $10. He gone his way. 10 US. He gone. I like that kind of criminal justice system. It's perfect. He's doing a service. He's slowing the man down. And for his inconvenience, I gave him a tip. That's a good system. I like that system. And you know what? The Uber driver was vexed. He said, "You're spoiling him. You could have gave him 10 CDs. You don't give him 10 US." I said, "Boy, I just saved your backside." He goes, "No, I would have waited all day." I said, "I don't have time for that." Because that's what he does. He would have sat there. He would have said, do you have your safety book? Do you have your fire extinguisher? Let me test your seat belts. He would have held us up for an hour. He would have held us up for an hour. He didn't want to write no ticket. He needed a bribe. And I was obliging him. I was helping the brother out. $10. Let's go. It's cheaper than the ticket. I don't have an hour to wait for this man to tear your little ugly Uber car upside down. Give me a criminal justice system that works so. That's what it needs to work like. I am scared of these individuals that evoke the state and decide it is their turn to be justice. They are the arm of justice. I'm terrified of y'all, Negroes. I'm terrified of y'all. I'm terrified of y'all. The only arm of justice that needs to evoke itself is a father protecting his family. That's why Puffy deserves everything he's about to get. Because I don't know what Cassie's father is doing. Cassie's father could have been, you signed the paper. I didn't sign it. I'm gonna whoop his behind. As soon as I find him, me and all your cousins gonna whip him. I'm gonna drag him just like I seen him drag you in that video. I'm gonna drag him up and down the street. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I don't care what you signed. Cassie, I don't care what you signed. But dad, no, but dad me. No, but dad me. Okay, I'm gonna wear a hoodie, don't worry. He's not gonna recognize me. I'm gonna drag him though, up and down the street. Puffy wouldn't have time to sit down in a hotel to get indicted. Don't understand this nonsense. Everybody's tough until it comes time to protect their children. So I hope Puffy is being properly accommodated by the state of New York, and I hope the state renders onto him the recompense of his evil, and I hope they don't put it where he likes it. I hope they don't put it where he likes it. You turn yourself in once. I know sometimes you feel obligated to do that. You wanna. I make a phone call. What's going on here? I need to turn myself in right away? Absolutely not. First of all, it's the weekend, and if I turn myself in now, you're gonna have to stay there all weekend for a bail hearing. Absolutely not. What time does the bail hearing start? 9 a.m. Monday. I'll be there at 8:59. Prepare the documents. I'll meet you in court with my lawyer and somebody to bail me out. 8:59. I'll be there at 8:59. I hope you guys can process me in that 1 minute, because that's all you're getting. Are you kidding me? Turn myself into what? The amount of people making up false charges out here, making up stuff. Let me tell you a story before I get rid of y'all. I had a woman that I was working with. It was in the financial sector, and she was schizophrenic. And she had an episode where she was accusing every single male that she worked in the office with of a crime, of some type of dubious crime pertaining to her. And when it came to me, she said this: he has superpowers. I am not lying. This is the truth. The police called me laughing. She said I had superpowers, that I could levitate, astral project through the wall. I would make love to her and then disappear. The police called me laughing. And you know what? That case stayed open for a year with 17 different police officers. She gave complaints 17 times. This woman went and had rape kits done on Ghost Bishop. Okay? And finally, one white woman, female, said, we've been knocking this case down. We've been locking this lady down for a year. I had to call you and listen to you and see who this man is that this woman says has the superpowers to astral project through brick walls, to fly. I am not, as God is my witness. You think I was going to that police station? Puffy, you're getting what your backside deserve. And I'm not joking. That's a real story. God bless you. This is the real spiel. She said you were there for 20 days, Zenobia. I had women say that I have superpowers as well. I'm not adding to that. I will not add to that. That was fantastic. That was fantastic. Good morning, Miss Ann. Good morning. God bless you guys. This is the real spiel. And Dell is signing out. Bye.
Hello.
How you doing? I need a bacon belt with cinnamon.